You are not investing. You are putting a blazer on financial chaos and calling it a strategy. You got $300 in checking, one tire bald enough to get drafted, a credit card charging interest like it wants revenge, and you are online asking strangers if now is a good time to buy the dip. Brother, the dip is your life. That is the problem. People think investing starts when you buy a stock. No. Investing starts when your money stops getting robbed on the way home, because the order matters. A dollar sent to the wrong place is not discipline, it's just labor with bad management. And this is why so many people feel like they are trying hard and still somehow living one inconvenience away from acting strange in public. Their money has no chain of command. $1 is trying to build wealth. $1 is feeding Visa. $1 is trapped in a car payment designed to make you look stable while staying fragile. $1 is in a brokerage app buying somebody else's excitement. That is not a plan. That is financial group chat behavior. And the system loves people like that. It loves people who want returns before stability. Those people can be charged, taxed, marketed to, upsold, and humbled all in the same month. That is why so much financial advice starts at the sexy end. Stocks, crypto, passive income, retire early, dividend, snowball, options, side hustle, millionaire morning routine. Everybody wants to start at Chapter 9 because Chapter 1 is too embarrassing. Chapter 1 says your life is still easy to extort. That is why people skip it. They do not want the right move first. They want the identity first. They want the app. They want the screenshot. They want to say, my portfolio, with the confidence of a man whose brake pads are making threats. That is not wealth. That is financial cosplay with Face ID. So here's the real order. The order that stops your money from reporting to random idiots. First, get a starter emergency fund. Not because it's sexy. Emergency funds have the same appeal as a fire extinguisher. Nobody shows one off. Nobody slides a savings account across the table at brunch like, girl, look what I built. But the emergency fund is what stops normal life from dragging you back into debt every other Thursday. A dead battery, a random copay, a prescription, a school fee, a broken appliance, a dog that suddenly costs $900 because pets apparently run on subscription billing now. That's what the starter fund is for. It stops small chaos from becoming premium debt. A lot of people think broke and desperate are the same thing. They're not. Broke is temporary. Desperate is when the rent is due, your tire is done, your account is blinking, and your emergency plan is opening another tab. Desperate is expensive. Desperate says yes to fees. Desperate says yes to interest.
Desperate says yes to predatory apps with names like they were invented by a smiling liar in Allbirds. That is why the first job of your money is not growth. It is shock absorption. Get enough cash so one stupid surprise cannot send you crawling back to plastic. Then, if your job offers a retirement match, take the full match, all of it. Not some, not later, not after you learn more. Take it. Because the employer match is not an investment opinion. It is payroll hiding in HR. People will really ignore guaranteed money because the form looked boring. Then spend 4 hours watching a man in a fitted quarter zip explain why some stock is about to explode. That is like stepping over a $100 bill so you can buy a lottery ticket with a spreadsheet. If your company says, put some in and we will add to it, and you do not do it, you are not being careful. You are declining compensation from people who already pray you never discover your market value. So yes, get the full match. Then get back to reality. Because right after that, go kill high-interest debt. And when I say high-interest debt, I mean the kind that looks at your investment returns and laughs with its hand over its mouth. Credit cards, predatory personal loans, anything charging you the kind of rate that makes the market feel decorative. People love saying, well, historically, the market returns. I don't care what the market did historically if your credit card is charging 20-something% and your investments are making 8%. That is not wealth building. That is getting mugged in 2 browser tabs. You don't get rich paying premium prices to owe money. Credit card debt is a subscription to your own past. You already bought the thing. The joy is gone. The fries are gone. The shoes are creased. The vacation photos got 6 likes, but the bill is still showing up every month like it helped create the memory. That is evil. And this is where people get emotional, because investing feels like progress. Debt payoff feels like confession. Investing lets you fantasize about future you. Debt payoff makes you sit with current you and admit he was outside making purchases like a man being controlled by music. I get it. Nobody feels sexy paying down a card. There is no confetti. Nobody in the comments says, bro is diversified because you killed a balance. But the math doesn't care what makes you feel sophisticated. Every extra dollar you throw at toxic debt is a guaranteed return. No guessing, no praying, no candle patterns, no hoping Jerome Powell doesn't wake up irritated. And people lie to themselves here. They say they're doing both. They say they want balance. No, they are emotionally attached to feeling like an investor while still financing bad decisions. A lot of people are not building wealth. They are using a brokerage app to spiritually offset debt.
That is like eating one salad and thinking your weekend disappeared. Pick a method and get vicious. Highest interest first is usually the best math. Smallest balance first can work if your brain needs quick wins. I do not care which method you choose. I care that the debt starts dying and you stop treating it like a roommate who just needs more time. Once the toxic debt is handled, now build the real emergency fund. This is where you move from fragile to rude. Fragile is when one interruption changes your whole month. Rude is when life hits you and your money just stares back like, was that supposed to matter? That is where you want to live. Because your investments are terrible emotional support. The market does not care that your hours got cut. Your landlord does not care that your transmission died. And panic selling your future because your present got loud is one of the most expensive ways to be dramatic. A real emergency fund gives your money posture. It lets you wait. It lets you think. It lets you say no. It makes you harder to rush, harder to trap, and harder to embarrass. Then, if you qualify, use the HSA. This account gets ignored because it sounds like paperwork in a necktie. Health savings account sounds like something a woman from HR says right before denying your ergonomic chair, which is exactly why people skip it. The system hides some of its best loopholes behind boring branding because it knows most people are addicted to shiny things. And that's the joke. People will argue about meme stocks for 6 straight hours, then ignore one of the few accounts where the tax code accidentally behaves like it respects them. Money can go in with a tax break. It can grow without yearly tax drag, and if used the right way for medical expenses, it can come out tax-free. That's not a normal account. That's the government dropping its wallet and hoping you're too distracted by market drama to pick it up. The loud people chase excitement. The disciplined people quietly remove themselves from extraction. That's the difference. After that, fund the IRA. Because control matters. A lot of workplace plans give you a sad little menu of options that look like they were picked by a committee that still prints MapQuest directions and says circle back with full sincerity. An IRA usually gives you cleaner choices, lower costs, and more control over where your money goes. And fees matter. People act like 1% is tiny because 1% sounds cute. A fee that quietly eats your return for 30 years is not tiny. It's termites in a tuxedo. It's a polite robbery with paperwork. And here comes the part where people love sounding advanced. Traditional or Roth? Now suddenly everybody becomes a tax philosopher. Your cousin with no emergency fund is talking tax strategy like he runs a family office out of a leased Altima. Yes, the choice matters.
Pick the one that best fits your bracket and move on. But let me make this very clear. The bigger mistake is not choosing the wrong flavor. The bigger mistake is performing sophistication in a taxable brokerage while your best accounts are still sitting there underfed. A lot of people do not want the best move. They want the move that makes them sound sharp.
That is why they stay easy to extract from, because smart sounding is a hell of a drug. Then go back and increase the workplace retirement account. More sheltered money, more automation, more distance between your future and your own dumb impulses. And yes, this part is boring too. That is the pattern. The moves that actually protect you usually look boring right up until they start humiliating the flashy people. That is why the middle class gets trapped. They keep choosing moves that photograph well over moves that compound well. They want to look like somebody with money. They do not realize the actual flex is becoming somebody hard to shake. There's a difference. One gets likes, the other gets peace. Only after you've handled the good sheltered accounts do you move into the taxable brokerage account. This is the playground everybody wants first, because this is where the app starts looking fun. Stocks, ETFs, single names, speculation, all the little buttons and charts required to make unfinished adults feel sophisticated. Taxable brokerage is useful, it is flexible, it has a place. It can help once all the better protected buckets are already doing their job. But most people start here for the wrong reason. They start here because it feels grown. It feels impressive. It feels like Chapter 1, even though it's supposed to be Chapter 8. And nothing makes people act dumber than wanting to feel advanced too early. They want to own stocks before they own stability. They want to talk about compounding while their checking account looks like a hostage negotiation. They want to discuss long-term vision while making minimum payments with the face of a man pretending the card machine didn't just expose him. That's how you end up with a portfolio and no peace. That's how you end up saying, "I invest," while still living like one invoice could rearrange your whole personality. And let me go colder. Buying an investment is not proof of maturity. It's proof you have thumbs and Wi-Fi. The maturity is in the order. The maturity is in doing the move nobody claps for, because you know the clap is not the point. Anybody can buy a ticker. Restraint is harder. Restraint is admitting your next best move is cash, not clout. Restraint is admitting the first bag you need to secure is not the market bag. It's the "my life cannot be extorted by one stupid surprise" bag. That's grown. That's power. That's what most people keep skipping because it doesn't come with a cool screenshot or a smug opinion. So here is the real order. Starter emergency fund. Full employer match. Kill toxic debt. Build the real emergency fund. Use the HSA if you qualify. Fund the IRA. Then increase the workplace retirement account. Then and only then earn the right to play in the taxable brokerage. Notice what is missing from that order. Ego. That is the real leak. Ego is why people want advanced moves before basic protection. Ego is why people would rather look invested than become secure. Ego is why people keep asking for stock picks when what they actually need is a chain of command. But ego is not working alone. The system feeds on ego. It sells identity before stability. It sells access before readiness. It sells aesthetics before protection. It wants you impressed, underfunded, taxable, and slightly behind. That is when you are easiest to profit from. The fix is not complicated. Automate the match, freeze the stupid card, build the cash, use the good accounts, stop making your future compete with your image. Because the right order is boring on purpose. It is not built to impress strangers. It is built to make you harder to tax, harder to rush, harder to panic, harder to charge, and harder to manipulate. And that is the part most people miss. The goal was never to look like an investor. The goal was to become too stable to extort. Anybody can buy a stock. The flex is building a life that bad timing cannot blackmail. Because most people do not lose with money from lack of opportunity. They lose because their money keeps reporting to the wrong boss.